It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll give it to the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Shakes off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. They're on the board first here in the season opener. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it out quickly. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Averill. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Charles. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown LSU.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Wilfork. Got enough for the 1st. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the...
Open field on the right. Bulldozes his way through. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And I'd go back to him again after that 1st carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Headed to the end zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll leave it with him. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Working that left side now. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Steps away. On the run deep down the right side. He goes out of bounds across the 25. At the 24, this defense, its head is spinning. You want to talk about converting a 4th down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. 4th down time. You only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big 1st down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking for a man. It's Averill. Bears the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. Gets it to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The give from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get it loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the inside. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Averill. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Charles. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Callow. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Isaac. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for space. It's Reeves. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the right, complete. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Complete. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
That's reeled in. It's Charles. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Averill. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Oh, he's got a chance. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The short hands, it's high. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the air, it's Cherry. It's complete on the right side. Finding an escape route. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Here comes the two-point try.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Averill. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Callow. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Charles. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Charles. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's got it on the right. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Back to throw, it's Averill. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, LSU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what...
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter, but now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play.
Makes the catch on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the And the Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
29.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Averill. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Averill. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Callow.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. On the run, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots are in.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a